Hey loves, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a redo of yesterday's video that I posted on my channel. I know when I posted it on my channel, YouTube just started tripping about the video. I know that it was just original content, and I do know that it didn't have any copyright strikes against it. So I just don't know exactly what happened. But needless to say, I just decided to take the video down and just go ahead and refilm it. So this is what this video is going to be about. So I'm going to be talking about my favorite foundations, foundations that I've been wearing for a long time that I would recommend. So yeah, that is it. So first things first, I'm going to start off with my skin type. I am normal to dry, but I do have a tendency to get oily at the very tip of my nose. So all of the foundations that I'm going to mention are just foundations that are for my skin type. So yeah, first and then secondly, very important, I feel as though these foundations vary from day to day because, if I'm looking for more of an everyday foundation or, I just want that bomb beat face. So let's go ahead and talk about the first foundation. So I have two of them from the drugstore, and surprisingly they are both from L'Oreal. So I have the L'Oreal True Match Luminous Makeup. Been wearing this foundation for a few years now. Really do enjoy this foundation. I love the fact that it's really lightweight. So when I wear this foundation, I feel as though I have pretty much to nothing on my skin. And I also love the fact that it's a glowy foundation. It's a luminous foundation. And that is preferably what I look for in a foundation. So if you are not one, or if you are oily, it's not going to work out for you. But for me, I just love that radiance. That radiance just gives me all the life that I need. Now, the downside to this foundation is that depending on what time of the year it is, this Pacific shade can come off a little bit too ashy for my skin tone, but the fact that it offers such great coverage and it has that radiant feel, I continue to repurchase this foundation, and I would still recommend this foundation. And the shade that I have this one in is in Soft Sable C6. And then the next foundation that I have is also from L'Oreal, and it is the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Now, I did do a review on the Pro Glow, and I've quickly realized that that foundation is not going to work out for me. I just feel as though it's a little bit too orange and too red for my skin tone, so I do prefer the Pro Matte. Now with this foundation, I am sure to either use an illuminating primer or to make sure that I extremely moisturize my face because it is a matte foundation. But this is another one of those foundations that is really air-like on your skin, and I feel as though, you don't have anything on. I really love the coverage. It's more of a demi-matte versus that drying matte that it's just not going to work. So, this is a great foundation. I think L'Oreal really knocked it out the ballpark when it came to this foundation, even down to the packaging. Now, I do love a pump, but I think that the packaging is just so economically friendly, definitely travel friendly. So, yeah, L'Oreal definitely knocked it out the ballpark with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and move into my higher end. I have three. So the first one that I have is the Matte Match Master Foundation. This was the first foundation I've ever purchased from MAC. And also this was the foundation that they shade, the color that they shade matched me to. So what I love about the foundation is the finish. It's for drier skin tones, but the finish is so beautiful down to the color. The color is spot on. Like, you can't really get any closer to this foundation, and that is just all the technology that is within this foundation. So if you are like in between shades, maybe you're in between 6 and 7, or 7 and 8. This particular shade is 7.5, so it gives you that option to have that in-between shade where you can spot on match yourself. So the Matchmaster foundation is a great one to have in your collection. The next foundation is from NARS. I love NARS. They are pretty pricey when it comes to their product, but they just offer such great quality makeup. So I really love NARS. And now this is the Sheer Glow. This shade that I have this one in is the Macao Medium Dark 4. Another foundation that is just spot on. Now this foundation, well, NARS in general cater to a lot of yellow, olive, golden kind of undertones, which is perfect because that is just my undertone. So this is what I love about NARS. The undertone in this foundation is spot on. I love this foundation. It's full coverage. It lasts really long on the skin, and it takes beautiful pictures, and I would highly recommend. I know that in my last video someone was asking about the pump. Now the pump is the NARS pump that goes to the foundation, so it's always great to have control of how much product you use. So yes, the NARS Sheer Glow. And then the last foundation that I have was definitely a splurge item. I did splurge. I believe I got this for my birthday one year, and it is going to be the Chanel Perfection Lumiere foundation. This foundation is about $60+ Don't quote me, I'm not pretty sure, but it's so worth it. This is filtered. So you know how you're on your iPhone, you have all these filtering effects that you can do to a photo of yours. This foundation is that in a bottle. I love this foundation. The shade that I have this one in is in 114 Ombre. Now when it comes to Chanel really doesn't have a wide range of shades for deeper skin. So if you are lucky enough to find your match, it is so worth it. I love the fact that it has a pump because I feel like for the price that I'm paying, I again would like to control how much product that I am using. Now this is long wearing. This lasts a really long time on your skin, and when you take photos, you are just so blurred and you are just so filtered that it's just like, OMG, I am definitely feeling myself. So love this foundation. This is a really nice foundation. What more can I say? A pretty pricey, but you're worth it. Believe me, you're worth it. Go ahead and check it out. So those are just some of my favorite personal picks of foundations that I would recommend. Definitely let me know some of yours. I have quite a few, but I feel like I just don't have enough. So I'm definitely in the market for a new foundation. So if you have any recommendations, leave them down in the comment section below. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully YouTube don't trip. And yeah, until my next video, I will see you loves later. Bye guys.